Hi everybody, I'm over at my parents' house because everybody's cleaning at our house. I cleaned for a while, but you know why everybody's cleaning at my house? Because the cleaning lady's coming. The cleaning lady's come over to the house. My wife's making us clean the house before the cleaning lady gets there. We've been cleaning for hours, so I decided to get out of the house. Kind of funny. You have the house a total mess. As soon as the cleaning lady's coming, you start cleaning. You know, a friend of mine said that when he was a kid, his house was on fire. His mother wouldn't let him call the fire department until she straightened up while the house was burning. Funny about people's egos, isn't it? Yesterday, I was delivering fruit to chemotherapy patients. I've been doing it for 5 years. Since I recovered from cancer, I go back to the chemotherapy lounge where I received my chemotherapy, and I bring a big basket full of fruit, and I fill up my grandmother's old fruit bowl, and made a lot of friends with the patients. They call me the banana boy because I mostly bring bananas. While I was there doing my chemotherapy, I befriended my oncologist, and he and I make an audio program called the Ultimate Cancer Pep Talk. Genentech, largest drug companies in the world, Genentech, billion-dollar company, paid $5,000 to pay for a grant to reproduce these, to give these out to cancer patients. So Blood Bank of the Redwoods, who I'm a spokesperson for, gives these away for free to cancer patients and their loved ones. If you go to www.cancercrooner.com, you can download this for free. I've got a good friend of mine, an imam. His name is Imam Khorasani. My wife and I were eating dinner with him a while back, and he was asking my wife about her accomplishments. She listed some of the amazing things that she'd done, going around speaking around the United States, and he says, "Do your kids know that you did that?" She says, "No, the kids don't know that I did that." She says, "Why don't you tell them?" She says, "Well, I don't want to brag." And he says, "Listen, there's no books written out about you. It's your responsibility for your kids to know what a great, amazing mother they have. So it's your responsibility to tell them and show them how fantastic you are. It's not bragging. It's necessary reporting. It's important to know that good people are doing things in the world, and we have to, if no one else is going to tell them, we have to tell people because it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea to go to the cancer ward and give fruit. Any group that would like to do very inexpensively make a difference in their community, show up to your local cancer ward, and bananas are like 69 cents a pound. Fill up a fruit bowl full of bananas every week for the patients. Within a few months, you will have hundreds, or if not thousands, of loyal people who love you. You know, sometimes I'll go down to the mosque, like on a Friday, and I'll bring pies. So they love you when you bring food. So if you want to do a little ministry that's cheap, show up at a chemotherapy lounge to cancer patients and deliver a little bit of fruit. I was real excited about my pep talks. So I went out to all the patients after I delivered fruit, and I said, "Hey, my new pep talks are in. Would anybody like a pep talk?" There's one lady, little thief in the ear, she's doing her chemo, and she says, "I'd like an apron. That sounds great. I'd love to have an apron." And I should have said, "Well, these aren't aprons. These are pep talks. I'm offering pep talks, not aprons, lady." I got nervous. I don't know, I was insecure because this is something I made. So what I said was, "Well, sure, I have aprons. I'll get you an apron. So, what kind of apron you like?" It's funny what we do. You know, I'm like, now I got to get an apron for the lady. I wonder if she was tricking me. Maybe she does it everywhere she goes. Maybe she goes into people's houses and they ask her if she'd like a cup of tea, and she says, "Sure, I'd love a steak dinner." And she gets a steak dinner. Maybe it's a clever technique, but she was doing her chemotherapy. She looked very needy, and I wanted her to have what she wanted, you know. Now I got to go around and find an apron. And she gave me her number, so I'm going to deliver the apron to her. Kind of funny, huh? When I got home, my daughter Avonlea was there. It was her birthday. My mother took her out in the morning. My daughter Avonlea loves to cook. I came home, and my daughter was standing there in a brand new apron. She says, "Dad, look at the new apron I got. Grandma bought me an apron for my birthday." Is this a sign? Is this God giving me a sign that maybe I'm on the right path? My daughter's never had an apron in her whole life. We don't talk about aprons. Then she's got an apron. What does this mean?